Imagine this, bro. Imagine you wake up, your alarm goes off. The first thing you do, the number one first thing, hit the snooze button. You're out for another 5 minutes. Your alarm goes off again. Snooze. Another 5 minutes goes by. You keep doing this for 2 hours straight. Okay, now you finally wipe the sleep out of your eye. You grab your phone. You finally click stop. And now you just start mindlessly scrolling away on TikTok. 5 minutes goes by. 10 minutes goes by. 20 minutes goes by. Then that little time limit notification pops up. And it says you've reached your limit on TikTok. Now it gives you two options. You can click OK, or you can click ignore limit. You think to yourself, well, okay, I guess today's an exception. Click, you just ignored the limit. And there you go. You start mindlessly scrolling away again for another half an hour, 45 minutes, and then a full hour goes by. The funny thing about this, bro, is you probably don't even need to imagine this because you're probably doing it right now. Look, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you start your day like the 99% of men out there, you're gonna get the same results as those 99% of men. Now, the reason why I had you imagine this is because I need you to not just analyze, but to visualize. Visualize the person that you not only need to be, but that you don't wanna be. We always talk about here on this channel that in order to maximize yourself and become the person that you really wanna be, that you need to, visualize. In order to materialize it, you first need to visualize it. So now what I want you to do is imagine yourself waking up, your alarm goes off, but instead of hitting the snooze button, you click the stop button, and then you put your phone down and you just get up. You get straight into your day because what? You got good sleep, you're on a good sleep cycle, you have your day literally laid out in front of you, and you know your productivity is just gonna be amazing, out of this world, because Drexler showed you the way. Growing up, I had a great sleep cycle. Every single day, I'd wake up around 6:30 to go to school. And then eventually, once I got homeschooled in high school, this is when things kind of took a left turn. All of a sudden, I didn't have that responsibility anymore. I didn't have to wake up at a certain time. I was almost kind of like my own teacher. And whatever time I told myself to be at school in the kitchen on my laptop, that's the time I needed to be there. And so if I wanted to sleep in, I could sleep in. And around that same time, I had my friend coming over every single day. And bro, like this dude, he loved staying up till like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Just like hanging out, chilling, eating snacks, watching movies. And so I started picking up on all these bad habits. And I found myself waking up at like 12, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock. PM, bro. And then as I got older, I just kept with these habits. I didn't do anything about them, and they actually started to bleed into my marriage. And it's kind of funny, just long story short here, I remember specifically there'd be some moments, bro, where I'd wake up so late and I would see my wife's face. I would kind of just see her posture, her presence, and I don't know, bro, like she would probably say otherwise, but I would just kind of see like this almost like not disgust, bro, but it was just kind of like she wasn't looking at me as the king, right? And she just kind of had this like energy about her. I mean, she's a really sweet girl, bro. I mean, you guys know Brie, but because I wasn't doing like my kingly duties, because I wasn't waking up early and doing the things that I need to do as a man. I mean, obviously, bro, any girl is not going to be looking up to her man if he's freaking waking up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. That's like, that right there is like the farthest thing from daddy energy. And check this out, bro. I hate to admit this, but there'd be even some days where I'd feel so bad about myself. I'd feel so icky about myself. And I'd kind of like drown myself in this like self-pity and be like, oh, I'm just such a loser, Like I would think these thoughts in my head. And while she went to work, I would stay in bed, bro. I hate admitting this. I would stay in bed. This would happen to me every once in a while. And I would literally, because I felt so bad about myself and I wanted like a quick pick-me-up to make me feel better about myself. And so I'd literally turn on some Pron. And I would whack away until I just felt a little better. Which, I mean, this actually did the opposite. I felt even all the more worse. It's just I felt good in that one little moment. And then eventually when I'd confess that I was doing this to my wife, she'd really be looking at me like a weasel. And then honestly, bro, things didn't really change until just this last year, like early in 2022. This is the year where I was sick of myself and I was like, you know what? I need to completely transform. I need to become unrecognizable. And this is when everything changed for me, dude. I started to implement these certain strategies and these kind of keystone habits into my life that gave me just 10 times the productivity, 10 times the success, 10 times the income, and it just altogether 10x to my marriage as well. And slowly but surely over these last like 12 months, I've constantly tweaked things. I've constantly made little adjustments so that way I can be even that much more productive and that much more effective in my life. So with today's video, I kind of want to take you through a morning routine that nobody's told you about. If you do this, my brother, for 1, maybe 2 weeks, and you start catching that momentum, you're gonna start getting this fire in the belly, bro, to where you don't wanna look back. You don't wanna continue in your old ways. You wanna keep this snowball rolling, bro. You wanna keep things moving. So step number 1, you really wanna categorize your inputs versus your outputs. For instance, use the nighttime for your inputs and use the daytime, the morning, for your outputs. So all the things that you would normally input into yourself, that you would constantly consume, that you would take in, like books or like even things like entertainment. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a huge advocate of, constantly scrolling on TikTok and playing video games, watching movies, watching Netflix, watching TV shows. But when you do those things, save it for the nighttime. Earn it, bro. These are things, whether you think so or not, especially social media, it takes energy from you. It really does. It takes up headspace. And if you want to be productive in life, why would you do those things first thing in the morning? Why would you use up headspace? Why would you use up and give away your energy? And then when it comes to your actual work and the things that you need to do, your daily habits, your daily tasks, now your remnant energy, your leftovers. Doesn't make sense. One thing I've been trying, now I'm not like saying this is what you guys need to do. I just, I'm constantly toying around, kind of playing around with what works best for me and kind of my personal lifestyle, my work ethic and things like that. So one thing I've been doing is kind of saving things like meditation or like my Wim Hof breathing exercises, because those things still take a little bit of energy, right? They still take up like a little bit of headspace. Even like reading books, if I'm reading like 20, 30 pages, that's taking out some energy, bro. It's taking up that headspace. And so if I do all that stuff in the morning, I might not be as productive once I do get to work. So keep all that stuff, keep all the inputs for the nighttime, especially your entertainment. Earn that entertainment. Now, as far as your outputs go, you're gonna wanna do this stuff, like I said, more in the mornings. Especially if like you're an athlete or you're trying to get those gains in the gym. Save that stuff for the morning where you have your most energy. For instance, just being honest with you guys, just being transparent. Lately, my gym routine's kind of been off and I've been saving it for the nighttime. And the only problem with that is once I do finally get to go to the gym, I'm just exhausted. I don't even feel like being there. And therefore, I'm not putting in 110% like I normally would if I would have done it in the morning. And so this is something I got to kind of figure out, especially as summer's approaching. I got to start readjusting my productivity in the mornings. Going to the gym, working out, that is an output, and that should be more so in the beginning of the day. If working out is your, one of your top priorities. If it's not, then you can figure that out for yourself of where you want to place that throughout your day. Other things that I also do, like writing or journaling, I'll kind of save that for the morning, because these are the things that I really need to focus on, because they help me out with like these videos and stuff and writing notes and bullet points for when I do record them. And also, bro, your deep work. Your deep work is so important. You can't save that for the end of the night. Your deep work is an output. It takes a lot of energy. So that needs to be one of the first things in the morning. If you wake up, do what you need to do, take a shower, shave, do whatever you need to do. If you're a man of faith like me, do your devotion, do your prayer time, read your Bible, all that, and then get to that deep work as soon as possible, where you have the most energy, where you have the most just open mind space to really think and get some good productive work in. You do this, bro, and your productivity will be off the charts. Number 2, reinforce the habit of showing up. Now, if you're a guy who, say, doesn't really like to work out, but you need to start working out, you need to go in and get those gains, then just do what you can. If you're really overweight and you can't work out 60 minutes, hey, at least try 5 minutes. And then next week, try 10. Then go for 20 and keep building up from there. At least just do what you can. If you can't sit down and meditate for 20 minutes, then at least just try 5 minutes. If you're like a YouTuber like me and say you're writing scripts, like I used to always write big long scripts and everything. Now I kind of just ad-lib. But instead of writing like a 5-page script, just try like doing a 1-page script. And you'll notice, bro, you're gonna start to get on a different kind of wavelength. You're gonna start catching momentum. Right now, I'm kind of like in this weird transitional kind of season in my life. Like, I've done good over the last 6 months. I've had a lot of progression. I've completely transformed as a man. But now I kind of want to go like to that next level, dude. And I see these other YouTubers who are doing like, a video every single day they got coming out. Like, they're just pumping out content, right? I'm not on that level yet, but I'm working on it. See, just a couple weeks ago when I kind of had this like epiphany of like, oh, I need to do more videos like these guys. Like, I should be coming out with videos every single day as well. Right now I'm only doing like 2 or 3 a week, and which is good, but like that's not going to help me be on their level. And I'm thinking these thoughts, and then I start to like stress myself out, right? And I'm like, well, oh man, how am I gonna be able to do 7 videos a week? Oh, is that even possible for a guy like me? Like, these guys are so talented. I don't think I'm as talented as them. And then I'm like becoming pessimistic, right? And so I think to myself, okay, let's chop it up here. Instead of being like a deer in headlights and just not knowing what to do, like this is how I was getting a couple weeks ago, bro. Like I was like getting so stressed out to where I couldn't even make a single video. Like I was stressing myself out that bad, bro. A complete deer in headlights. And so I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what, Dre? I had to look at like the man in the mirror type of thing and be like, cut it out, bro. Let's just calm the freak down for a second. What could we do? If we can't do 7 videos, okay, what could we potentially do? Like right now, I'm recording, or I was at that time when I was having this conversation with myself, I was recording like 3 videos a week. And I was like, okay, well, I know I can do 3 videos. A few years back, I could only do 3 videos in 1 month. That's what I was doing. So now I'm able to do this a week. So it's like, now I've set that standard. That's the new benchmark in my life. What's a new benchmark I can hit? That's not too hard. Obviously 7 videos a week is too hard. How about 5 videos? Guess what I did last week? 5 videos. So now I'm starting to make that just my regular routine. I'm making that my weekly benchmark. And then I'm gonna start building up from there. Once I'm able to do that consistently, month after month after month, I'm sure at that point I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, adding 2 more videos to that shouldn't be too hard then, right? So that's what I've had to tell myself. Just do what you can, Dre, and then go from there. I mean, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. Number 3, create a timetable. Now, this is the biggest mistake that happened to me once I got homeschooled. See, check this out. When you go to school, and say you're in middle school, high school, do they just allow you to go to whatever class you want at whatever time you want? No, you have a timetable. You have to stick to those times. You have to be at a class at a certain time. And once that class is over, you got to get your butt over to science class. When science class is over, you got to get to math class. You have to be there at a specific time, right? And so once you're done with school like I am, once you graduate, you got to stick to this. If you don't, you'll be like how I was. When I was getting homeschooled, I was like my own teacher and I could just show up to class whenever I felt like it because I didn't care. I had no timetable. So this is kind of like a personalized thing that you need to do as a man. You need to set up when and where you need to do things. Here's some notes right here that I got from the Instagram account Unleash Masculinity, which is a really cool account. You might want to follow it. But like some of the stuff that it says here is no caffeine past 11 a.m. That one's really important because when you start drinking caffeine, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, it actually it stays in your system, bro. And it's very hard to go to sleep at night. So you're not going to get that efficient sleep. The next one is stop eating at 8 p.m. This is kind of like the same thing, you know, food can give you energy. And then also, if you're trying to go to bed and your stomach is like growling and it's still trying to digest all this food, it's keeping everything awake. You want everything to be shutting down going to sleep, right? I notice sometimes for me, like when I'm recording videos or I'm working to like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes, which I shouldn't be, I should be cutting it off. But then I'll have like a meal right before I go to bed and I notice like all this movement, all this digestion is still going on and it's keeping my brain awake and I'm still staying alert and it's so hard for me to go to sleep versus if I just stop eating around 6 or 7 at night and then by the time my head does hit the pillow, my belly, my digestive system, my whole entire body, it's ready to go to sleep. It's not ready to work and digest stuff. The next one is screens off at 9 p.m. Obviously with all that blue light going on and all that just, you know, stimulation, dopamine in your mind. If you're on your phone until the moment that you're trying to go to sleep, your brain is going to be so active, so wired, bro. It doesn't even know when it needs to shut off. And if you notice, this probably has happened with you. It's happened with me so many times in the past. If you've noticed, nobody can go to sleep these days. Everybody's up till like wee hours of the night and they have such a hard time getting up in the mornings and they're just completely jacked. And this is one of the main reasons why. And then of course, I mean, obviously, us men, we need to be waking up early, right? I saw The Rock the other day on this post. He was talking to this group of college kids or something like that, and he's saying, hey, I love all you guys, you know, I do this for you, I'm here to inspire you, but at the end of the day, he's like, you know, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but he said, I wake up at 4 a.m. There is no way any of you mother effers are going to outwork me. There is absolutely no way. He's basically telling them, no matter how hard you work, because I'm already getting to it, I'm getting my tasks done, no matter how hard you want to beat me, it is literally impossible because by the time you wake up, I've already beaten you. You've already lost, my brother. And I've noticed for me too, dude, like I've been trying to wake up a lot earlier every single day right now. I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. just being honest with you guys. I'm trying to get there. It's kind of hard just to do that cold turkey. I mean, I should be probably doing it cold turkey, but I've been doing like 15 minutes earlier every single morning right now, just kind of scaling it back. Like a few weeks ago, I was waking up at like 8. Kind of embarrassed to say that, but I was waking up at like 8. And I was like, all right, you know, I need to get things ramped up with my business. I need to get ahead of the game. So I was waking up at 7:45 and 7:30. Now I'm like inching my way back to like 6:30 now. And I'm going to continue that process until I start waking up at 4 a.m. I'm kind of saying this on camera right now so that way I hold myself accountable, right? But honestly, bro, like if you guys want to get into the YouTube game, if you guys want to commit yourself to anything, bro, and you want to be the best at the best in your category, like in your genre of what you want to do, you have to outwork your competition, bro. You have to be willing to do what the 99% are not willing to do. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like if I wake up too late and I'm trying to get work done and now it's like 2, 3 o'clock midday and I'm still like recording videos and stuff and I'm not even close to being done, and then my friend calls me up and wants to go to the gym, or my dad calls me up, wants to hang out, it's like, okay, well, and then I stop all my work, bro. I stop all my flow, all my momentum, versus if I just would have woke up earlier, got all that done, so by the time those guys do call me up, I can hang out. I can go work out. I can go, be with my bros. So this is kind of an adjustment I'm trying to make in my life right now as well. I'm not perfect at this. Hey, I'm getting there, bro. Let's get it. Number 4 is earn your carbs. Now this one is vital right here, bro, and this is what will actually separate you from everybody else, and this is gonna boost your productivity like crazy. While everybody else is waking up in the mornings and having a big old breakfast with toast or like a bagel, stuffing their face with all of these carbs because like they either just love the feeling of feeling full, or like protein synthesis, I need to get all my gains and like make sure that I'm hitting all my macronutrients and stuff like that, which is all great, bro. Like if that's your top priority in life is fitness and stuff, and like you need to make those gains, you're a bodybuilder, something like that, then obviously cool, go that route. But hey, if you're an entrepreneur like me, if you have your own businesses and you gotta stay mentally sharp, mentally focused, skip the carbs, my dude. And not all day, just in the morning, just during those times where you need to get that deep work done. Like right now, bro, it's midday right now. I've eaten 0 carbs. I've just had like some protein shakes, some chicken, stuff like that. That's very low in carbs. And look how focused I am right now, bro. Look how like on it and sharp I am. Some people lately have been actually writing in my comments saying like, bro, Dre, like, are you on like crack cocaine or something, bro? Because you're talking so fast, you're just moving and moving and moving. And it's because I have no carbs in my system, bro. All those carbs do is just, it slows you down. It makes you cloudy, right? And it kind of makes you like lethargic. And so if you skip the carbs, you get your work done, you're gonna notice your productivity just skyrockets. And then once you accomplish those things, like after this right now, bro, this is my last video for the day. I've recorded multiple videos. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna eat those carbs, bro. I'm gonna go ham. Today is actually my anniversary, so me and my wife, we're actually gonna kind of splurge a little bit. We're gonna have some pizza and just hang out and enjoy ourselves. But I'm gonna actually feel like I earned it as well. It's gonna be really nice. And then by tonight, bro, like once I'm all like, feeling like this, feeling just kind of like lethargic, stomach's all stuffy. I mean, yeah, it's gonna feel good, but I'm also gonna be completely done with my work. So it's not like I'm gonna have to come back here and start spitting facts to you guys, right? And making all these videos. So this is kind of a hard thing to do if you're not used to this in the very beginning. It's gonna take some adjustment. Your body's gonna be a little bit like, whoa, where's my carbs at? And you just gotta tell your body to shut up, bro. This is the way we're running it now. And the last one, number 5. Now this is gonna sound a little cheesy, but hey, it's powerful, and that is self-belief. Now I'm not gonna go like super hardcore deep into this right now, but self-belief, what you think about yourself is so important, especially for your day, for being productive. I don't care, bro, whatever it takes. If you need to look at yourself in the mirror and like say affirmations and like declare, I believe in myself, I believe that I am strong, that I'm wise, whatever it takes, bro. If that's the route you need to go, freaking do it. At the end of the day, me personally, like affirmations and declarations, they're cool, don't get me wrong. Like I dig them, I did them all growing up. That right there is obviously not going to be like the key factor in building self-belief. I mean, at the end of the day, building self-belief only comes from just doing the work, taking action. Right? You can't just sit back and just declare and just think all your self-belief is just gonna skyrocket, right? No, like you actually need to start doing the work. You actually need to like get committed, and then as time goes on, your self-belief starts to, it starts to build, right? Like I said earlier, like my goal right now is to do 5 videos, right? So I've been doing 5 videos. Now my self-belief knows, hey, I can do 5 videos. So now I'm gonna push myself. Probably next week I'm gonna start doing like 6 videos, right? And that's gonna be my new benchmark. Now I'm gonna be like, I believe in myself, and now I believe I can do 6 videos, and I'm gonna keep just kind of like working myself up like that, right? But hey, also like what I said, bro, like whatever it takes to build up your self-belief is everything. You believe it, you become it. It's the most cheesiest quote of all time, but it's so true, bro. Back in like 2016, I had some great success on YouTube, but then by like 2018, 2019, I hit this huge plateau, the algorithm changed, and I was just stuck at 600K for like 2 years or something like that. And then that became my new belief. I was just like, it's just the algorithm, bro. Like that's the reason why I can't grow grow anymore. This became my new set of belief. But then one day, bro, I was just like, you know what? That can't be it, dude. Like, all these other guys are prospering, are growing, and having huge, massive progress. Why can't I? So once I actually got to work, immersed myself into self-improvement and learning and growing and developing and researching how to actually work with the algorithm and not, have it work against me. Once I actually started putting in that work, then things started to ramp up, bro. And then we hit 1 million subscribers within 4 or 5 months. And that was all because I changed what I thought about myself up here. I always told myself I'll never be the guy that hits 1 million subscribers, but then I started telling myself, you know what? I will be the guy that hits 1 million subscribers. And therefore, my body, my mindset, everything, my whole life just started to acclimate to that belief. So hey, look, if you want to be productive, if you want to leave a big footprint behind, you want to leave a big legacy, you got to first believe it, my dude. That's step 0. That's the groundwork right there. So with that said, my brothers, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you got some kind of little nugget of information that could help you out, that you could apply to your life. Now this video, bro, I feel like we're just scratching the surface. It's like the very just tip of the iceberg. I could really go into so much more depth about being more productive and just having a very effective morning routine. So check it out. Last year, we completed the 2022 Wake Up O Sleeper Challenge. Right now, I'm working on the 2023 Wake Up O Sleeper Challenge. Last year, we had amazing transformations, and we're about to do it again, but on a way bigger scale, on a way bigger magnitude. And so I can't wait for you guys to join. I'm working on it right now. Not only are we going to be doing the 21-day Wake Up O Sleeper Challenge together, but I'm also creating this kind of masterclass, this program that you can actually join and incorporate it within the 21-day challenge. And by doing that, bro, I can guarantee you that you'll see 10 times the success in your life, 10 times the progression. So I'm about to just freaking take over the game right now, bro. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be like some of my best work to date, and these videos are they're gonna take your life to that next level and just completely blast you off into space. So can't wait to introduce you guys to that. Can't wait to bring that to the world. It's gonna be powerful. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please give it a nice big thumbs up, hit the notifications button to be informed when I drop the next one. The Masculine Masterclass is available right now. Be sure to check it out. I'll link it down below. And hey, check out this one right here. This is a powerful video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace always.